whole lot.
At what age did you start to get mixed up in some of the more street shit? Because obviously, you know, a lot of your subject content is very, very aggressive and is, you know, is in that world. So at what age was that a side of the world that you were exposed to and started to participate in on any level?
Like, I was always bad as hell. Like, I remember when I was little, like, my next door neighbor, this was when I was like 6 or 7. And he wasn't even a blood for real.
Right.
But he had a red flag. I guess his big brother gave it to him or something. Right. He had a red flag. I was about 6 or 7. He like 3 years older than me. And he just walk outside. We used to walk outside. We'd play every day. And
right.
Then one day he just had me fucked up. Like, he just walked outside and then, I don't know, he was like, he had the flag. Then he was like, I'm a blood. And he said, you gonna be a blood with me too. And I was like, I don't know, that day I was like, it wasn't the fact that I didn't want to be a blood. It was more so the fact I wanted to be my own man. Like, I didn't want to go under his wing, like, you know, type shit. And I said, if you a blood, I said, I'm a Crip. You know, that's what I told him. Right. And then since that day, we had started beefing. Like, I used to always fight with my neighbor and shit. And like a whole lot of fights in the neighborhood. Wow. We ended up moving. We had to move and shit. I was just bad as hell. Mom was like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I already know what you gonna do out here, so we moved. But I ain't gonna lie, when I moved, I really got even more into gang shit because I was more distance from like the niggas I was growing up with. So shit, it was like I was wanting to do this shit more because I wasn't.
You had to find new friends.
Yeah, and I ain't want to do that. So really, when I really started doing, it was probably 14, like 13.
And the thing is, too, is like I met both your parents and they're great people, and like I feel like you have a great support system.
Oh yeah, they was perfect. It's just me.
You have a great support system. Like you have a great support system. I think it's dope that you keep your parents close to you because a lot of people don't do that, and they become someone who they're not with this rap shit and this Hollywood shit. So like from you getting into trouble like that when you were like 14 and shit, like to you rapping, like when did you start taking this rap shit serious? Like
when I was like 15. Cause
like what was it? What was the moment though where you were like, oh shit, this okay? Like
I had dropped this song. I recorded this song. I think it was when I was 14. I recorded this song called No Love Anthem. And before I blew up, it had 100K on the audio. Like
on Audio Mac.
That was my first song. No, like on YouTube. Okay, that's what was crazy. I got 100K on the audio video on YouTube. And then I was like, man, this shit crazy. And it was my first song I ever made, my first song I ever dropped. And so when I did that, at that age, I was like, man, I ain't gonna do nothing but get better. I started dropping some more. Turned 15, I dropped No Chords Part 3. Whole time, I'm flunking in school. I'm getting behind. I'm fucking up. I'm telling mama, bro, it was crazy, man. Every night I was doing, in her eyes, it was like I was doing wrong, but I was really making my own lane. I was making something. I knew what I was going. I knew I was on the right path because, like I said, I was seeing angel numbers like 444 that's tatted on me, and I was like, Mom, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right. I got you. And I was like, and there was one thing I said. I see how a lot of niggas treat their moms or treat they positive shit. Yeah. Like I got an attitude. I treat them a certain way, but at the same time, a real top shotter know that like you gotta make sure they straight at the end of the day. And the purpose is when you blow, you gotta make sure they good. They gotta be with you. Cause if your family ain't with you, you getting fed to some wolves. You don't even know who who these folks in your business.
Everyone has fucked up ulterior motives.
No, they got fucked up deals, ulterior motives, all that shit. Cause they trust in these.
That's what I was saying when I'm like, yo, when you went that United Masters route off the rip, I'm like, this kid is different. Cause we know, I mean, everybody jumps on that first advance they get offered.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they fuck it off, and then they got to pay it back. And
it's crazy. They was offering me $3 million and shit. I went through United Masters and took $150,000 just to play it safe.
And then you probably got that $3 million within a few months. And you own the record. Shout out to Steve Stout, man.